Well, welcome one and all to the season finale. There we go. Sorted. Welcome one and all to the season finale here in LSA Season 3 Tier 2. We are here at Portugal for one final go round. And most importantly, there is still a championship to be won. We have the constructors on the line right now. Haas lead the way. They need just 11 points from today's race to secure the championship, which means Lorenz and Ultra, if just one of them finishes in P7, the championship is theirs. And in fact, one of our Haas boys is out on the track. Lorenz, a man who has shown pace but errors throughout this season. If you'd said to me after week 1 that we'd be here at the final race without this man having won a race, I would not have believed you, but here we are. Lorenz still without a race win. Could he secure the Constructors' Championship in the perfect way by claiming victory in the final race? But there are teams chasing. AlphaTauri and McLaren and Alpine will all be hoping that they can nick it. Remember, the absolute most with the LSA point system, the absolute most a constructor can get from a single race weekend is 56 points for first, second and the fastest lap. The gap between Haas, actually no, Alpine are not in it, so yes, the gap is currently Haas with 360, AlphaTauri with 314, McLaren with 312, Alpine are actually agonisingly 1 point short of being able to contest. They are 57 points back. So it's a 3-horse race for the constructors. We also have a battle for P3 in the driver's standings. Get all your details up for people to see. Lorenz will be the first man to set a time that, in terms of the championship fights, are what we care about. This is the battle to watch, as last week, unfortunately a week which we did not have a commentator available to stream due to other commitments for our team, meant that we did miss the crowning of our drivers' champion, who will go on board with as soon as Lorenz finishes his lap here. Lorenz to the line for 117.6. But here he is, the man who has claimed the championship in Tier 2 of LSA for Season 3. Zodiac now is uncatchable atop the driver standings. He held off the charge from Rizzo and is your LSA drivers champion. He's not fighting for anything today. Today is more just a stroll around Portimao, a victory lap as such. Yes, he cannot be caught. Rizzo was the man that could challenge. Rizzo, who has been our dominant qualifier in LSA this season. Not the best laps from him so far, but he has been crushing it. I'm not sure where he qualified last week, but of the 11 other races that I knew of, I believe he took, or however many it was, the 14 other races, I believe. 13 races that he missed last week, so the 13 other races he had 7 pole positions. No other driver had more than 2. He has absolutely dominated qualifying Currently sitting in P5 though. The man on pole at the moment is the McLaren Harsh Cartoon, one of 3 men in the fight for 3rd in the drivers' standings. And just behind him is one of the other men, Louis. These are the 3 men fighting for P3. No one can catch Zodiac in P1, no one can catch Rizzo in P2, but it is Louis on 198, Harsh Cartoon on 197, and Ultra on 187. It's just 11 points separates 3rd, 4th and 5th in the drivers' standings. So that'd be the battle today. There's an 11-point gap to cover in the drivers, and there's just 11 points needed for our Haas boys to claim top billing in the constructors. Let's see, do we have anyone else on a competitor at the moment? Do we have Andres coming around on the medium tyres? Nope, he's coming into the pit lane. Smixter has set his lap, so he's not one. And we have our 3 men on outlaps at the moment, Black Barrow and Malley. As Louis brings himself into the pit lane, so we will go on board with Malley. A new driver for our season finale, getting a feel for the league, and hopefully we rename that we see more often in season 4. Got the rest of the corners there though. Definitely lost a fair whack of time. But we'll see, you know, there's nothing on this race for them. They can just get to know the league, get to know where they stand, and we get a preview potentially of things to come next season. You can see on the time screen winner there, Harsh has come out for an outlap, so they'll be getting a second run in for the man sitting on provisional pole. Where is Malley going to stick this Alfa Romeo? For 117.8, that is impressive given the mistakes that we saw on some of those corners. It's P5 for Malley to start us off. The Black Sparrow is also on time, definitely slower in that second sector. I think we're looking at maybe P8, P9 here for Black Sparrow. Just to the line. P10, 119.3, I forget how far away that line is. Ultra starting their out lap, or starting their flying lap rather. He's fighting on 2 fronts today. He does have to be somewhat careful of his teammate potentially catching him in the drivers, but the gap is about 20 points. So Ultra not going to be too worried unless Lorenz does go and get that race win that has eluded him all season, in which case Ultra needs to put up a decent score. Yeah, Ultra will be hoping to put himself in line with Harsh and Louis, the 2 men that he's fighting for P3, and currently remain where they were, they went 1 and 2, but Lorenz has just proven my point from earlier about the pace that he has had this season, as he now goes provisional pole over 117.1. Will we see a driver get into the 116s? I think it is very likely as this track ramps up. Not the best of corners there for Ultra, but he'll want to see if he can get himself into that top 3, top 4 conversation. Needs to get a 117.5. Really in this lap will be what Ultra is aiming for. To the line, where's the Haas man going to put it? He's going to put it P4. It's about where I felt he was going to be based on that lap. Not the best of endings to his run. But he's P4 for now. So, Harsh, can he respond to Lorenz taking a provisional pole? Doesn't look like he's had the best of first 2 starts. In fact, he is aborting that lap. In he comes. So we will not be seeing a challenge there from Harsh. Louis would be the next man to try and challenge. In fact, is Zodiac on that? Zodiac has invalidated, so we'll stay with the Alpine of Louis. Currently 2/10 back from the pole sitter. Let's see if the Alpine can get himself in the conversation once more for pole position. I expect we'll see Harsh Cartoon coming out very quickly again, just refuel, go again. Use that same set of tyres and then keep another fresh set still for the final run in the dying minutes. So as Louis comes up the roller coaster and then down the roller coaster. That aggressive middle sector really throws the car around. Very, very easy to lose. It does not look like a strong time from Louis. He's lost a lot of time in that middle sector. I don't think we're going to be seeing an improvement here from the Alpine. Which means that Lorenz will be sitting on top spot for a little while longer. Let's have a look on board here. Is this the boarded lap? Indeed it is. So, Rizzo. There's one man you want to see contend for pole positions. This is the man to go to. What can the Red Bull driver do? It's half a second up rather. That would put him in contention for P2, P3 at the moment. But if he's got more time to gain in this final sector, we could be seeing the man who's made the front of the grid his home in qualifying in Season 3. Is he going to be doing it again to the line? Where's the Red Bull man going to go? He goes P2 just off Rizzo's time, joins him in the 117.1s. Agonisingly close, and he will be kicking himself that he hasn't got it yet. This is the battle that we thought we were going to see throughout the season, Lorenz and Rizzo. The mistakes cost Lorenz whilst Rizzo went on the championship charge. It's fallen short this time around, but it's definitely shown he has the pace and will potentially be one of the names making the step up to Tier 1 for Season 4. As we enter the final 5 minutes of qualifying, it is currently Lorenz leading the way for 117.112. Rizzo just behind him on the 17.154. Then Harsh Cartoon, man we're on board with right now in the championship, in the fight for P3 in the drivers, is a 117.2, and Louis, the one that he's fighting with, and a 117.3, and then the third man they're fighting with, a 117.4, are three protagonists in the driver standings today, separated by just over 2.5 tenths. The man sitting behind them is our champion, Zodiac, in the Alpha Tauri. Casual race for him today, he's not fighting anything. Harsh did set the provisional pole time in the first runs. Had to abort his second run before it even got going. Back out again. I'm wondering if he'll be on I imagine he'll be on a used set of tyres. He's going to get around as fast as he can, get the fresh set on and zip back out at the very last second. He is just about up through the first two sectors. Not a massive improvement, definitely not enough at the moment to move him off of P3. We'll see if he's made that time in the third sector. As now the McLaren man goes to the line. Currently sitting in P3. Is he going to still be in P3? No, he reclaims provisional pole by the thinnest of margins. He is beaten Lorenz time by 0.001. And it is the McLaren of Harsh Cartoon back on pole. Another man who improved his time was our champion Zodiac. Jumped up to P4. Suddenly we had our protagonists in the battle for P3 side by side. Now there's 4 cars between Harsh Cartoon and the man who currently leads that pack. If they were all to crash in this race, it would be Louis that would take P3 in the standings. There's just 1 point with him and Harsh, and then Ultra sitting just 10 points back from that, so it's going to be a closely contested battle between those 3, where one mistake could cost either of them that P3 finish. Normal, he won't care right now. Harsh Cartoon, he has provisional pole. I don't think he's going to be able to get around in time, so this is likely going to be the end of his run. Lorenz has not come out again, so I don't know if we're going to see the Hassman. Although, as I say that we are going to see the Hassman, he has decided to leave it as late as humanly possible, but he is going to come out, try and claim that time. Rizzo as well, agonizingly close. 3 drivers separated by 5/100ths of a second. Can Rizzo reclaim his top spot, as both Haas boys actually? Where is Ultra? He's left it very late to come out. They've gone at the last possible second. So at the moment we'll go on board with the man that will be hoping to contend for it, Rizzo. And Louis is starting his lap as well, so they're the times we're going to be watching at the moment. Ultra and Lorenz are going to be very, very, very close to the checkered flag, as whether or not they make it in time. Ultra especially. Rizzo beautifully up by just over a 10th in the first sector. Continues that momentum through. We could be seeing him reclaim top spot. Zodiac, yep, does retire from session. He's not coming back out. We didn't expect him to be honest. Rizzo, he's up by the exact same margin. So if he gets a good run to the line here, this will be provisional pole for the man who's so used to provisional pole. He's embraced the Red Bull spirit in qualifying as he goes to the line. Rizzo does claim provisional pole for 1:17.0, just missing out on the 1:16s. Can anyone respond? It will be Louis that will be the first to respond. Currently in P5 for 1:17.3. Has he improved? Is he going to be fighting to get himself up? Can he get above P5? No, he does improve by the smallest margins but stays P5. So it's on to Lorenz now, who is just coming through the middle sector. He is improving, not enough to take provisional pole, but definitely enough to get up to P2 as it stands. Has the Hassman got anything on it? Can he end the season how he started? He is down in the middle sector, only by the smallest margins, so it's still time to be found if he gets this last sector right. Will it be Rizzo? Will it be Lorenz for pole? Or will Ultra spoil it at the end? We'll go on board with him afterwards. We'll focus on one Haas. There is a second in contention. Lorenz at the moment. To the line. Does not improve, stays P3. So the last man that can really fight it is going to be Ultra Gamer. Can he challenge for pole position? Currently in P7 for 1:17.4. Has the Hassman improved? He has improved. He's up into P4. It is a Haas second row lockout. Ideal for them, needing just 11 points to claim the constructors' standings as their own. And 3-4 right now will do the job. Especially with one of their contenders, Alpine, stuck in P6 and P11. And whilst one McLaren is in P2, Reezy down in P13. But that is your grid for the Portuguese Grand Prix round 15 here in LSA Tier 2. And stop me if you've heard this one before. Pole position goes to Rizzo. So your qualifying results for the Portuguese Grand Prix here in LSA Season 3 Tier 2 Round 15. It is Rizzo with his customary pole position with a 1:17.0. Harsh Cartoon in the battle for P3 in the drivers is in just behind with a 1:17.111. I say 1:11 because just behind that with a 1:12 is Lorenz with his Haas teammate Ultra in P4. Those guys fighting for the Constructors' Championship. Zodiac in P5, our champion. No one can catch him. Today is a victory parade of sorts for the AlphaTauri man, Louis. Another man in the fight for the P3 in the driver's standings. In P6, and it's Andres and Mali with Alfa Romeo in P7 and 8, Smixter in P9, Arshad in P10, Laser P11, Black Sparrow P12, and Reezy rounds off your grid in P13. We will have a few minutes break, and then we'll be here for the final race of Season 3 in LSA. Well, we have had the signal. We have got the timer going on in the background. We'll be underway shortly for one final run in LSA. We've got some love in the chat for Louis, who starts today in P6, fighting for P3 in the driver's standings. He leads the way. He is the man they've got to catch. But he's also starting from the worst position out of his contenders. Formation lap. Hopefully not going to break this week. You never know with this game. They'll get one final look around the roller coaster of a track that is Portugal before 33 laps to close out what has been a stellar season in LSA. And whilst it might be all over for Rizzo in his title fight for the driver's title, there is still a championship to be won today. It is this duo here in the Haas, Lorenz and Ultra Gamer. They need just 11 points between them, so just one P7 finish and they will claim the constructors. It is McLaren and it is AlphaTauri that will be trying to fight them for it. And whilst it might seem rather impossible that we will have anyone prevent Haas getting the 11 points they need, if LSA Tier 2 has shown anything this season, it is that anything can and will happen. So our drivers come around the final bend. Rizzo rather far ahead of the pack. He wants to get on with it. He wants to get racing. Now he's come on so strong in the second half season. Really pushed for that championship and knows he could have had it if not for a few mistakes. The one mistake he hasn't made is in qualifying. He starts on pole position. He will lead us away. 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And we are underway in Portugal for the final race of LSA. We'll get our tyres up shortly to see where everyone is on. So tyres, there we go. It's mediums, hards, and the mediums all the way down the grid as the drivers get away well at the front. Louis gets past Zodiac in a nice little battle. I believe it's going to be the Alpine man getting ahead. It looks like it just ahead. Look at these two dueling already. In every stage, there's one goes round. That's Ultra. That is a Haas car gone round. Ultra Gamer has dropped it. There might have been contact, I didn't see. Louis and Zodiac continuing their battle. One hell of a fight there. That is one of the worst starts possible for Haas in trying to get that constructors. It's all looking like it's going to be on Lorenz at the moment. He's holding down the fort for now, but he has lost his rear gunner. He has got some very fast medium runners now behind him, and Ultra has got it all to do. Disastrous start for Ultra. He'll definitely fight his way back. We know he's got the pace, undoubtedly. But that is not what you need when you are trying to secure a championship. And right now, as we stand, it will be Hard Cartoon claiming P3 in the drivers. A perfect start for him. No incidents on the hard tyres, keeping with Rizzo. Right now, he'll be happy to sit there. He knows that right now it's enough. We do have some timing snafus going on with Louis and Mali and Arshad and Black Sparrow. It wouldn't be a race on EA Sports F1 23 without some sort of nonsense going around, but I can assure you that they are running around the track absolutely fine. And the one battle to watch is going to be these guys here. Zodiac hasn't got a fight for anything today, but he's a proud champion. He'll still wanting to end the season on a high, and he'll be looking to use these medium tyres to get ahead of the Haas car ahead of him. He's not going to be launch through there, but right now he's got the tyres. In fact, he has got Louis creeping up behind him. Louis might fancy a go here, setting a new fastest lap of the Grand Prix. It's the Alpine man. He's having a look for it. It's a hard corner to dive bomb into though. You have to get it so right or it goes so wrong. And actually, speaking of making a move, Harsh going to have a look here at Rizzo. He's got the DRS now to help him on those hard tyres. He's going to sit there for a little bit. You can see the bit of a score going on at the back between Reezy and Black Sparrow, hard versus soft tyres. Meanwhile, so you can score, I think we're going to see a fair few moves coming round the pack straight here. Zodiac closing right in on Lorenzo. Let's see if he gets a good run for this last sector. He's not ruined him last lap for making a move. Some much better exit for the AlphaTauri. He's definitely got it better there. It's good to move from here, but I think we're going to see a move for the lead more importantly. Yeah, currently 6 times that DRS. Very, very powerful here at Portugal. Harsh might be a bit too far back this time. In fact, they all are. They're all a bit too far back. There's a nasty little train forming here. Look how bunched up this top 6 are. And in fact, top 7, Andres is there as well. Smixter is the next one out of DRS. He's in a bit of a fight with Arshad in the Aston Martin. Yes, we have 7 drivers right now sitting in a horrible little train. And Zodiac and Rizzo not really able to take advantage of those medium tyres. The hard runners will be loving how things are right now. So, are we going to see move again? These Harsh cartoons are even further back than last lap. This could be a struggle for the McLaren man. We will actually get up there telemetries to see, because DRS is pivotal around this. In fact, yeah, you can see there Rizzo is absolutely burnt through his, whereas Harsh is just letting it sit for a bit. Rizzo down to 20% versus Harsh on 75. So Harsh cartoon right now is able to keep close and not have to make the move, and Louis has been disconnected from the session. We will see if we can get him back in as soon as possible. Try and get him back in, because we want to have everyone here for this fight. Especially if his car's going to be holding everyone up at the moment. That's not what we want to see, is the AI holding people up. Andres knows he has to get past for now, and does stick around the outside in the second sector to get himself into P5, but already 2 seconds to get back. So this is where we've got the closest battle right now for, in fairness, positions that matter, as Mally also gets past Louis and opens the doors well for Smixter and Arsha to get back into that fight. We have a car around at the moment, and that is Black Sparrow at the back, and that is going to bring out the safety car. I'm not sure if it wanted a safety car. That's what the game has decided, and we have one. Will anyone take the opportunity to pit? Or is it too early? I think it's going to be too early for everyone, but potentially our soft runners, Laser and Reezy. Yeah, you're at the back, on soft tyres. Oh, Reezy, that is coming in very hot. Oh, just about got it stopped. In fact, Andres and Zodiac have come in. Has Ultra just got past Reezy in the pit lane? He has. Clever boy. Well, we have 5 in the grid. In the box, rather. Zodiac going for the soft tires. He's just having some fun this race. Why not, my friend? Why not? You've earned it. So we have the safety car out. I imagine we'll only have 2 laps in Ultra. That might have been happening. Ultra has a penalty as well. He's letting Reezy back pass for that pit lane pass. If these two they're smart, they box now and get rid of those 5-second penalties. I assume they're both 5 seconds. Let's have a see. Are there 5-second penalties? Incidents? Yeah. Speeding in the pit lane for both of them. That's how Ultra got ahead of Reezy. Yes, both men might want to consider, boxing now, get that 5-second penalty gone. So now we have Zodiac, the only man on the soft tyres. He could be a fun one to watch on the restart. In fact, we've got another car coming in, that is Black Sparrow coming in. Neither of our men on penalties deciding switch, okay. Am I right? That's the second pit stop for Andres there. I think he came in and he's gone and gone again. He's gone for the soft tyres now. Yeah, he did stop. Peculiar choice. But I guess he's decided to go for the sprint approach. He's not fighting for anything. Alfa Romeo aren't fighting for anything. He's just here for the love of the game. So we have the safety car in this lap. It'll be Rizzo to lead us away. We'll stay on board with him for the time being, but I am going to want to have a go look at Zodiac because I imagine he's going to go on a little tear here. And Zodiac will have to wait his turn because Rizzo has gone here. I was talking about that wrong driver. The harsh cartoon has done really well with him. In fact, it's close. I go right up, burning for the ARS. He's less than 2 attempts. Is it going to be a move here for the lead, or is Harsh Cartoon going to sit and wait? He is going to sit and wait. Let Rizzo use that battery. There's Lorenz there, and Mally showing some good promise. The stream debut for the Alfa Romeo driver. Now Zodiac's going to make a move here. Are we going to catch it on camera? Yes, we are. Dive bomb into the hairpin. Zodiac up into P7, no soft tyres already being put to good use by the champion. As he goes over the hill and then back down the hill. He's already got that gap down to Louis, who is back in the lobby. Great to see. We don't want to see anyone disconnecting. Especially when they are fighting for positions in the standings. Smixter currently set up in P5. Good to see the old Williams fighting in amongst it. Capitalising on that safety car to get themselves up the order. As mentioned, Mali in P4. Lorenz still sitting in P3. That's all he needs to secure the championship for Haas. And Haas right now would claim P3 in the drivers if we were to finish as we are. But you know, he wanted to get a win here. He'll sit, he'll wait for that DRS. As Louis gives wheel on Smixter, and Nat has lost some wing. The Alpine man has lost some wing, he's tagged it in the back. And that could be a pit stop for Louis. This is a track you do not want to have wing damage on. So Jack will realise he needs to get a move on here. Can't be stuck behind a slower car anyway, but not one with damage. I think he's just been tapped behind by Laser. Actually, no, that was Laser and Ultra coming together. I'm not quite sure what happened there, but Ultra has tumbled back down to P10. That's hard to keep track of because the grid went a bit silly. Louis is going to want to have a look at here at the Zodiac, who's got past him. Louis has not got significant enough wing damage. He's chosen to carry on. Next up for Zodiac in his charge for the field would be the Williams of Smixter. DRS has been enabled. I think Lorenz has just fallen out of it, which is great news for Harsh Cartoon. No. Yeah, Lorenz did fall out of it. As Zodiac's got his way up to P5. We knew the AlphaTauri was going to do some bits. And he's just driving for the sake of drive. He's Ultras still bouncing up and down the order in his duel with Andres. Oh, a little bit of wiggle there for Harsh, and that is disastrous because that means Lorenz is going to make the move here. Try and take P2. Yeah, Harsh doesn't even bother fighting it. You know, let's see, do it there. They've got a bigger fish to fry. They want to win this race because that one mistake has got Rizzo out of DRS range. And the man who was the fastest in qualifying now has free air and no one to fight him. So we'll go to our who's dealing with the fighting. Zodiac can have gone forward, makes a brilliant move up the inside of Manley. That might be cutting it fine there for track limits, my friend, but he's got the DRS. I think he's going to. Oh, the Alpha Male also has DRS, of course, from Lorenz in front. I think Zodiac is seated position there rather than fight. That's Harsh reclaims P2. I think him and Lorenz are now going to work together to catapult this train back up the order. And speaking of catapults, I think we're going to see a flying AlphaTauri here. Indeed we are. There goes Zodiac up the inside. And that is P4 for the reigning champion. Now he will set his sights on the two hard runners ahead of him before those soft tyres suddenly die. Andres and Ultra both into the pit lane, dropping down to 12 and 13. Right now it's enough for Haas to claim the constructors, but if Lorenz were to have a moment, which past races have shown, things can get feisty when Lorenz is involved. Not always his fault, but it just seems to be that chaos follows that man around. And right now he's fighting for the podium places. So here goes Zodiac on the soft tyres. They go potentially 3 wide. Is Zodiac going to make the double move? He is going to go for it. He backs out wisely, lets Harsh Cartoon maintain P2 for now. But Zodiac is up into P3, those soft tyres, doing wonders for the AlphaTauri. And he's going to make another move again. Easy as you like. Oh no, he's chosen to sit. He has chosen to sit. Probably not what Harsh Cartoon wanted. He probably was happy to let the soft runner go. Close the gap to his upper head, with the gap being 2 seconds out in front. One man who's really been sneaking his way back up the grid is Laser. Been slow tiptoeing and suddenly finds himself in P5. Where's this man come from? Suddenly he's the lead Alpine. Zodiac and Lorenz are having a bit of a squabble. Those soft tyres are going to be starting to go off and open the door for Loren and Laser to shepherd their way back in. I think Laser's in a really strong position here. Obviously Zodiac's going to be in the strongest right now with that DRS so flying. Is that light on for Rizzo? It is. He is absolutely tearing through his battery. Terrified of what Zodiac might be able to do now that he is through. Well, let's see now the gap 2.5 between Zodiac and Rizzo. This does allow Harsh to recharge the battery. Lorenz used up a lot of his. Laser, man, look at this contingent of cars all grouped up. P2 to P10 even, in a horrible little DRS train. The one man looking to break that train is the man leading it. Zodiac seems to have dropped Harsh Cartoon out of DRS. And he's going to go charging after Rizzo. He's going to take half a second out of our race lead this lap. Is there more to come before those soft tyres die off and hand the advantage back to the Red Bull? Well, I think now we're going to see Laser. He's actually got past Lorenz. I hadn't even clocked that. We're going to see Laser with the DRS making a move, and Harsh Cartoon's been swallowed up these last few laps. There goes Laser on those fresh mediums, and in fact, he's going to be a man in prime position to contend for the podium now. 8 lap old mediums. They're fresher and faster than the hard tyres. They're fresher and faster than the race leader. And they're probably hitting the point where they're now going to be the fastest tyre in this lead pack. Andres and Ultra sitting too far back to really be focusing on what they're doing in terms of pace. But in fact, Zodiac's closed the gap right up. Did Rizzo make a mistake that we missed? He must have, because suddenly the gap is coming down to about a second. And Rizzo, we know, tore through his battery. Which means Zodiac, rather fittingly, is going to get past Rizzo and take the lead. If there's any two men who want to lead the way, it'd be these two who've given us such fantastic entertainment this season. An exquisite championship battle between these two. And now we're going to see them duel out again on track. Here comes Zodiac. He made the decision to go on soft tyres and safety car restart, and he's been rewarded as he takes the lead of the Portuguese Grand Prix. Lap 15, we have a change of leader. Rizzo now be hoping to exploit that DRS, keep himself away from the pack behind of Laser, Harsh, Lorenz, all that entire chasing gaggle. They're going to be looking to enter the conversation. But it is a group that is heavily relying on Laser showing the pace to catch up to Rizzo and Zodiac, which... well, I do all in the world to Laser. He's not quite on the pace of these two men. I think that is going to potentially show in this chase. So Rizzo and Zodiac are now going to drag each other along. Rizzo will be hoping to use DRS for as long as he can. I think he's probably only got this lap of it, to be honest though. that lack of battery. In fact, we have, is that Manny going to pit lane? It is. Manny's going to be the first of our initial medium starters to pit at the normal time. So I think this is a start a chain reaction, and you know, Rizzo will pit once he loses DRS, which could very well be this lap. So I think we're going to see Rizzo in within the next couple of laps. Don't be too surprised to then see Zodiac coming in a bit later on, but the benefit for Zodiac is he can go onto the medium tyres. He can get to say lap, you know, 18, 19 on those softs, so only a couple more laps. He can stick on a set of mediums and go to the end, whereas Rizzo is going to have to go onto the hards. And I'll check with Laser as well. What did Laser start on? Laser started on the softs, so he can go to the mediums as well. Or potentially another set of softs, depending on how long he takes those medium tyres. But he'd be looking to get to lap, you know, 23, 24. Realistically. The DRS has been dropped. So let's see, are we going to see Rizzo coming in this lap now that he's not got DRS? Nope, he chooses to stay. He knows it right now. He's not got to be too worried about Laser behind. So he can just focus on the task ahead. And Harsh Cartoon, what has been a phenomenal score between these two men. Harsh otherwise there, letting Lorenz not fighting it too hard, no, just let him go. In fact, Harsh has had multiple opportunities to make moves into that corner and not taken them. And in fact, now Louis is going to swallow him up. And Louis now, that's the move he needed to make, because the Alpine man now will keep P3 in the standings unless Harsh is going to take it back. Going wheel to wheel through the second sector, phenomenal racing between those two men. And that's opened the door now for Black Sparrow to come out of nowhere. Another man who we haven't really talked about this stream, and suddenly he's fighting with Louis for P6. There's a couple more drivers get time penalties for track limits. Things are settling down with our front three as such. Laser, Rizzo and Zodiac, not really having to focus too much on anything. Rizzo looking to really drag, maybe he's looking to drag those mediums to a set of soft, seeing that Zodiac can do it. And maybe Zodiac is thinking the same if he can get to, you know, he's got the pace at the moment. If he gets to lap 20, 21 on those softs, he'll go for another set of softs. And why not? He's shown he can do it. Oh, Laser, no! That is not where you want to be going, my friend. The Alpine driver making a mess of it after what's been a stellar race from him. But one mistake and he's dropped 2 places. And suddenly Lorenz finds himself back on the podium. And Harsh Cartoon finds himself up into P4 with Louis down in P7. So as things stand, Haas would win the Constructors and Harsh Cartoon would claim P3 in the Drivers. That's a crucial error from the Alpine man. He'd driven so well for the first, well, 18 laps. And one mistake and suddenly he's finding himself being swallowed up. Well, not 1, not 2, but potentially 3 drivers now. Black Sparrow is going to look to take advantage here of maybe a bit of knocked confidence for the Alpine man, Laser. And 2 men dive into pits in Lorenz. And he picked up a 5-second time penalty. Why? And Louis picked up on as well. No, guys, you're in championship fights. Well, one championship fight and 1 standings fight. You guys have things to fight for. You cannot be making those errors. Lorenz picks up a 5-second and Louis picks up a 5-second. Really sloppy errors to make. How crucial will those be in the standings? Well, for now, Laser's got his P3 back. And Zodiac is really stretching these soft tyres beautifully, must be said. This is why he's champion. This stint on these soft tyres has been beautiful from the AlphaTauri man. As Andres goes for a little spin at the back, which allows Harsh and Louis to get one of the cars they would consider back marked out the way. Zodiac throwing a little dummy there for the pit lane. I don't think it was dummying Rizzo, I think he's more dummying me. Just showing off if you can. Rizzo into the pit lane, as is Laser. Black Sparrow continues on. Rizzo, as predicted, goes onto the soft tyres. He's going to now try and do a stretch akin to Zodiac's. If Zodiac's smart here, I imagine we're going to see him coming in this lap, because those soft tyres, the gap was about 2.5 seconds, was it, when Rizzo came in? Let's see how much that gap diminishes over this outlap from Rizzo, who gets himself out just ahead of Mali. Crucially so, he does not want to be doing that fight. But Lorenz has suddenly popped his way through. He says hello, but he's dived way too far. Want to make up for mistakes. Is he going to go for it here? In his mind he has nothing to lose, but they do. They do have a constructors to lose. It would take a miracle to say they need 11 points to guarantee it. They probably don't need 11 points because McLaren are not getting they're not going to get the points that they need. But a bit of needless fighting for Rizzo to contend with, and let's see now. Does Zodiac pit? He does respond. We're using a set of soft tyres for him as well. Let's see. What is this going to be? Smixter beats by 5 second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Did be the medium tyres for Zodiac. He must have been he didn't have any spare ones left. But let's see. Rizzo. Where is he going to be? Where are they going to come out? I forget how slow the exit is on this pit lane. The gap was 2.5 seconds. It actually seems like Zodiac might have pulled out even bigger advantage. That little bit of a squabble that Rizzo got involved in has been crucial. Any chance of an undercut gone? Okay, the yellow flag there. I think that was just Arcade in the pit lane. Is he forgetting to go? So Lorenz now looks to make the move. On Rizzo, he's going to get the move done. Yes, he is. But he has that 5 second time penalty looming. So right now that is irrelevant for the on-track finish. I think there's a good chance of looking at our top 3 here though. In Zodiac, Lorenz and Rizzo. At least in terms of on-track finishes, you know, Mali and Harsh and Laser and Black's back. Well, in fact, that entire train there down to Louis will consider themselves in with a chance with the 5 second time penalty looming. Both Lorenz and Ultra. The one thing the Hasbro we have for right now is a safety car. Rizzo absolutely burnt his back. He has nothing left. It's going to be a really fun fight. That's been the one critique you could have had of Rizzo throughout the season. There haven't been many because of the fantastic work he's done. A little bit naughty there from Ultra. Off track and then a bit of a love tap as he comes back on. Maintain position. But yes, one thing you can say about Rizzo, he's driven so well this season, hence why you say why he's in that championship fight, right up until round 14. Is his ERS usage has not been optimal. And you can get away with it on some track, but places like Portugal, it is brutal. If you use it up, you do not get it back easily. Look at the rest of the grid, yeah. He's sitting way worse than the only other person. Harsh. No one Ultra, he's just pushing for the sake of pushing. No one has a weaker battery than the Red Bull man. Zodiac gets the fastest lap of the race. And Vizzo makes a move P2. Soft tyres. Goodbye, Lorenz. See you in the next lap, most likely. As Mali and Ultra continue their little ding dong. Ultra again keeping position. Look at that, 3 cars. Oh, looking at it as Lorenz also makes the move on Rizzo to retake P2 for now. We're on lap 23 of 33 here in Portugal. Not long left, Black Sparrow picks up a 3-second time penalty for track limits. So as things stand, Haas will win the Constructors' Championship. Harsh will take P3 in the driver standings. Of course, there are time penalties and track limits, and pit lane speeding, and loads looming that we'll get to towards the end of the race. We'll see where we're looking in terms of penalty allocation, what that's going to do to the final standings, because it's definitely not going to end like this. But this is a delightful squad we've got going on here. All these drivers fighting over, at the moment, P4. Louis now got past Harsh Cartoon, and at the moment, in terms of track position, would now finish P3, but he has that time penalty loom, which would hand it back to Harsh. So right now the McLaren man knows he hasn't got to do any more fighting. This train is ideal for him. This train also ideal for Lorenz, because he's now opened up a 5-second gap to Ultra. Which means right now, even with the 5-second time penalty for Lorenz, he will be fine and take that final podium spot, which will saw Lou make a brilliant move on Mali. Now he's up into P5, and he's now going to hope that a gap can be made with Harsh Cartoon, but Harsh not looking to wait around. Says, but if one of us is getting past Mali, the other one must probably get past Mali, but has no ERS, and that's proven crucial. You see the red blinking light on Louis up ahead as well, but he's got very little ERS. But he's in. Oh, Louis and Ultra! What's going on there, you two? And in fact, has Louis gone round? Louis has gone round. Louis has gone round. Disaster strikes. And that could be his 5P3, and there's another car round. Who's gone round there? Is that Mali that's gone round? Mali's been involved in something. It's all kicking off there. And look how much time that cost. Almost 3 seconds added the gap between Rizzo and P4. Well, he caught it from a weird angle. I didn't quite see what happened. But Louis has come off the worst from it. Down in P10, and that could be his hopes of P3 in the standings. Going up in smoke. He also got damaged to that front wing. I think he's going to have to box. See how much Andres and Arshad are just pushing him through that corner. Goes off track. He cannot keep that car on with that wing damage. I would love to know what happened. As Ultra now comes into the pits, and Louis will follow behind. But a bitterly sad end. Another 5-second time penalty. I could tell it was coming from a mile away. For Louis, I think he's unfortunately the head's gone there. Can't necessarily blame him. The disappointment of what was looking like an enthralling battle for P3 in the driver standings after all this season, thrown away, and thrown away at the hands of the man who was also in that fight. Ultra was in that fight as well. And it's looking like it's going to hand P3 in the standings. Too harsh, cartoon. And Lorenz has dropped. Has really put the damage somewhere because he has lost a lot of time. No, he doesn't have any damage. Just had a bad few laps because the gap has suddenly opened up for Lorenz. Is it the battery's an issue? Looking like it. You know, just because you got 10% doesn't mean you want to be there. Cause it means you have nothing for the lap for general traction, which is makes the rest of your lap slower. As Black Sparrow makes a lovely move to get past Harsh Cartoon. And in fact, look at the battery that he's sitting on. He'd be very well advised, just go, go, go. He doesn't want to though. He's going to sit on it. He could absolutely fly up, and in fact, I'm not sure how many time penalties he's got. I think he's only got 3 seconds. Yeah, it'd be a bit much of an ask to get himself in the podium fight, but you know, go for it. Why not? It's the last race. Well, we had a close batch all fighting together. Just 1 lap ago, and now it's all quieting down. This is the only real on-track battle we've got, and it's for P10 and P9. Andre's on 17 lap old hard tyres. He is making those boys work. He's got Arshad on those soft tyres. Another man who's shown pace at times this season, not race-winning pace necessarily, but pace. Just hasn't been here most weeks. It's good to have Arshad back for the season finale to round off season 3. Now we can see if he can put on a show for us in the Aston Martin. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. Oh, a bit of a lag spike there, not quite sure what happened there. Look, we're getting moving suddenly, boof, they're nowhere near each other. And Arshad's made something go wrong there, because suddenly he's going really slow, and Arshad has dropped down behind Reezy. But the one man who won't be caring about the chaos behind is the man out in front. He is the champion for a reason, and this has been an incredibly calm and composed performance from UGL the Zodiac. Comfortably ahead. He didn't win the title Max Verstappen style. He was made to work for it. But this has been a very Max Verstappen-esque performance today. Pure pace. Exquisite overtaking. Really controlled the field. Brilliant strategy. And now he is just 4 laps away from signing off what is his victory parade in style. Meanwhile, Reezy is pitted from P10. I'll see him go down to P2. He's putting on a set of mediums for the final 4 laps. I'm getting no soft tyres left at his disposal. Oh, Zodiac, you don't need to. Don't go binning it now. You've got a 6-second lead. You're more than fine. Just coast it home. Give a huge shout out to this man today, Black Sparrow. To use some of the ERS, mate, you need to start clearing the gap. If you deploy it, you know, you can keep that P3. He's choosing not to, the Ferrari man. It is harsh chasing him, still with absolutely 0 battery. Mali as well, another strong showing for their first race. Arshad still stuck behind this Alfa Romeo, but he does have 9 seconds of a time penalty. It's not really worth fighting over. Ultra, who's had a disastrous race filled with incidents. I haven't caught enough to say who's to blame for the ones he's been involved in. It has at first viewing seemed like it's on him, but I cannot say for certain and do not want to be the arbiter. Will not serve as judge during execution today. That will be left to the stewards if needed. Louis, it's been a bad day here for him. He's looking for that P3 in the championship and it's been taken from him. He will finish in P4 though, still strong. And there we say a harsh cartoon. Sitting pretty in P3. A strong season for him. But a man who's been the epitome of capitalising on chaos. But today he's been about pace. He's shown it in qualifying and he's shown it at parts during the race. Struggling now with the lack of ERS and, you know, really got a few more laps to go, so those tyres are all now starting to scream a little bit more. He's thankful that Sparrow is not using his ERS here at all. I'm wondering why that is, because he does realise what's at stake. He does go wide there. He's starting to have a few little wibbles now, which is what Harsh needs to see. He does need to start using what you have at hand. As Arshad picks up his 4th track limit warnings penalty. Lorenz might be able to get P3 here, the P2 here at the moment. He has slowly been opening up that gap. Problem is there's enough time left. As we enter lap 32 of 33. And we will, unless we get a sudden battle here, we will give Zodiac the time that he deserves by riding on board with him for the final lap. So we'll stay on board with Lorenz here for this lap as he gets closer and closer. It's a lap and a bit away from confirming Haas as the Constructors' Champion in LSA Season 3 Tier 2. But will he be doing it from the 2nd or the 3rd step of the podium? We shall see. Rizzo just struggling to keep pace with him. And that 5-second gap that he had suddenly doesn't seem improbable. He may just do it. Harsh as well to close up right onto the back of Sparrow here. In fact, we're going to go to him quickly now before we go and ride on board with Zodiac. That's going to be a tight battle. In fact, we'll watch this one down the pit straight. Oh, Sparrow has started, so he does know about battery. That was my fault, he might not know about battery, but he does know about it. Just chose not to use it. Here we go, can Harsh make the move here? He has DRS, 0.3 seconds to gap. It's Harsh Cartoon versus Max Sparrow. Can Harsh just kind of like, doesn't need to, just sits back, just waits. He'll have one more DRS zone to try. He knows he's going to get him on penalties anyway. Doesn't need to get it on track, he doesn't need to do it at all because he's got P3 in the driver standings locked up. I think this is going to be a no move here. So we'll go to our race leader, our championship winner. The man who has been untouchable today and shown why he has led the pack and the standings for so long. He has been the standout driver of the field this season. He won the championship last week, and it'll be UGL the Zodiac in the AlphaTauri coming around the corner for the last time. After 33 laps in a great season, he wins in Portugal. He wins the championship as Lorenzo closed across the line and confirmed about the constructors for Haas. Rizzo will claim P2. It's fitting that these two finish P1 and P2. They've been fighting all season, and they will share the top 2 spots in the final race, as they deserve to. But it is UGL Zodiac who wins in Portugal and caps off a fantastic end to LSA Season 3 Tier 2. So there we have it, folks. 15 races. At the end of it all, Zodiac stands atop them all, both as champion and race winner. He's been the man to catch all season. They couldn't do it across 15 races, they could not do it today. Zodiac signs off the season in style with victory in Portugal. Congratulations to him and to our other podium standers, Rizzo and Lorenz, who confirms that Haas are your constructors' champions as well. Haas Cartoon finishes P4 to claim P3 in the driver's standings. Black Sparrow, what a fantastic race from him. P4 on the track, but P5 with penalties. Smixter in P6. Malley as well with a strong showing for P7. Laser would have been so much higher if it wasn't for that small mistake, but he comes P8, still a good race from him. Andre's in P9. Ultra with a day to forget as an individual, but he will join Lorenz as a constructors champion in P10. Arshad in P11, Reezy in P12, and Louis, it just all went wrong for him today. He slipped from P3 to P4, I believe, in the driver's standings, with a 13th place finish here today. That has been LSA Season 3. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. It's been a pleasure commentating on most of these races for you. I have been BQJules96. This has been LSA Tier 2. After 15 rounds, we're done, baby.